You know, in a lot of places around the world, religion is seen as a pretty private thing, something personal. But what if it was something more? What if it was the actual blueprint for society itself? Well, today, we're going to dive into how some incredible Indian sociologists see religion not as separate from society, but as the very thread that weaves it all together.
So that brings us to the central puzzle, right? Here in India, can you actually draw a clean line between religion and society? Well, as we're about to see, the most influential thinkers on this whole topic would say the answer isn't just no. They'd probably tell you that trying to separate them is like trying to separate the water from the ocean. It's just impossible. Okay, so to really get a handle on this deep connection, we have to start with the social ladder. You know, how do people try to move up in the world? A sociologist named M.N. Srinivas noticed this really fascinating pattern, a process he saw as a key driver of social change in India. And he gave this process a name: Sanskritization. So what is it? It's the idea that groups who are lower on the social ladder might start to adopt the customs, the rituals, and even the diet of the upper castes. But this isn't just simple imitation. Nope. It was a really strategic move. And the goal? Well, the goal was to improve their social standing. Maybe not overnight, but over generations.
And this really breaks it down, doesn't it? See, it starts with adopting new customs. Then it moves into engaging more deeply with all the religious rituals that go along with them. And it's all pointing toward one thing: social mobility. I mean, think about that. Religion here isn't just a set of beliefs. It's literally the engine for social ambition. Okay, so if religion is shaping this social ladder, what about the public square? This is where another sociologist, T.N. Madan, comes into the picture. And believe me, he poses a huge challenge to the whole idea of secularism, at least in the Indian context. So, in a lot of Western societies, there's this really clear separation, right? Faith is a private matter, and public life is secular. But Madan's crucial insight was that in South Asia, that separation, it just doesn't hold up. Religion isn't something you can just leave at home when you go to work. It's an inseparable part of the public marketplace, political debates, social gatherings, you name it.
And that's really the heart of his argument. Religion is seen as this active force, influencing literally everything, from how you run a family, to marriage, to politics and law. It's not a switch you can just flip on and off, which really makes you wonder, what does a secular state even mean when religion is absolutely everywhere? All right, so we've looked at the social structure and the public sphere. Now let's go from the outside in. Let's get personal and psychological with Sudhir Kakar's really unique psychoanalytic view on religion. This is where the whole conversation gets very, very personal. So while our first two thinkers were looking at society, the psychoanalyst Sudhir Kakar turns the microscope inward. He argues that religion isn't just some external force that acts on us. No, he says it's a fundamental aspect of the human psyche. The whole focus shifts from the structure of society to the structure of our own minds. So, how does that work exactly? Well, Kakar really delves into our inner worlds, our earliest childhood memories, our emotions, and how we even begin to form our own identities. He argues that all the religious myths and symbols and rituals, they give us the tools we need to navigate life's biggest challenges and to find meaning. For him, religion actually helps construct our very sense of self. So there we have it. Three really powerful perspectives: the social, the public, and the personal. And when we weave them all together, Srinivas's social ladder, Madan's public square, and Kakar's inner world, we start to get this truly complete picture of religion's role in India. And these are the big takeaways, aren't they? Religion isn't some dusty relic. It's a dynamic, living part of daily life. It's totally tangled up with the social hierarchy. It's absolutely central to who we are, both personally and culturally. And it keeps adapting and thriving, even as the world modernizes. It's just unavoidable. And this image, this idea, really captures the bottom line perfectly. It's not just an accessory or some separate piece you can remove. The argument from these great thinkers is that religion is a vital, load-bearing thread woven deep, deep into the social, political, and personal fabric of India. Which, of course, leaves us with one last, pretty crucial question to chew on. If religion really is this integral thread, what happens when it gets pulled, or when it frays, or when it gets rewoven in our modern world? What does that mean for the future of the entire social fabric?